Hi everybody. It's been a little bit shorter than probably 10 minutes. I posted a few minutes ago and was like, I'm gonna go live in like 10 minutes, but I just really needed to get my coffee. That's like all I really needed to do, and I got that. But I'm gonna hang out and wait for a few minutes so that you can pop on here. When you pop on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, hello Brenda. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, hello. Good morning, Chris. And welcome if you're watching the replay. Because of all the lives I'm doing, I actually have no idea when these are going up on YouTube. So just welcome if you're on YouTube. Everything that I talk about will be in the YouTube description below. And if you want to catch me live, you can head over to my Facebook page. There is a link, and I am live on there. In September, I'm live 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then going forward, you guys, I'm going to be live on Monday or probably Tuesdays and Fridays is what I think I'm going to do. Good morning, guys. Hi, Daisy. Good morning, Martha. Oh, good. Good morning, Debbie. Yay. Good morning, you guys. It is the most exciting day ever because it is raining. Do you guys understand how amazing this is for my soul? Like, I'm not even being dramatic. I literally felt like crying when it started raining. But it has been a morning. The tears were probably from other things. But this is like so incredible for my soul. I feel like I was really in need of this rain. So it's like 66 degrees here. It is raining. It is beautiful. I love the rain. I get to be in here. I have a ton to do today here in my office, and I have to cut kits and stuff. And so it's going to be amazing to be in here. So I love that. Oh, I got to grab something from my printer really quick. Hold on, guys. I totally forgot I was printing something out. So my baby girl, Kayla, headed off to science camp this morning. So that is probably where more of the tears are coming from. I actually have been hanging in there pretty good. I'm excited for her. But this is her first trip away from home. So she has only ever in her entire life, she's only ever even had 2 sleepovers. And they were literally with Wendy, which is right around the corner from me. And so she has never been away from home. We don't have grandparents or really family that live close. So she's never, like gone to grandma's house overnight or, we've left her. I mean, I've been on business trips with Stampin' Up, and Esau and I have gone on a couple trips. Hey, Jen. And left her with my mom here at home, but she's never been like away from home. So they're going to science camp, and it's about 4 hours away. I'm ecstatic for her. I'm so excited for her. The tears are not at all because I don't want her to go. It's a big thing for her, and she is, more of a nervous kind, and she doesn't like leaving her family, and I think this is really the best thing for her. She needs to totally learn how to navigate and be independent. But this mama's heart took it a little bit this morning. And I did not cry in front of her at all. And actually, I wouldn't have cried at all. But when we were all out waiting for the bus, a friend of mine was crying. Like, she started crying like a lot, and it just like, I knew how she felt. And so then it kind of brought the tears for me, but they're going to have so much fun. I'm so glad. One of our friends, is going, one of the moms, I know her really well, and, she's going. I texted her yesterday and just kind of like said, I've got some anxiety about it, and Kayla's nervous, and she was great. And she was like, it'll be fine. I'll keep an eye on her. So I'm so excited. And I feel like it's a gift that it's raining. I feel like the rain is definitely like much needed today. The heat can go away. I'm over it, and we can have some rain and the breeze is amazing. So anyways, I've rambled and rambled and rambled. Okay, so let me just catch up on comments. Yeah, Jen, who is here on our live today, her daughter went to, our kids are friends, and we go to church together, and her daughter went too, so she's excited. We're all excited for them. It'll be fun. They have a good teacher, and it'll be fun. Okay, so I have lots of things to share with you guys this morning. I have my coffee. Today I'm putting the final touches on the holiday paper share. These are the cards that we'll be making, and kits ship out tomorrow. So everything is shipping tomorrow, and emails are going out with the link to the Facebook page and links to PDFs. So all the fun is going to get started tomorrow. And I'm doing all of the finishing stuff today for the paper shares and the card kits and getting everything packaged up. I was so excited to realize that I purchased 2 things of Whisper White, like 2 Whisper White cardstock packs too many and not enough envelopes. So fun, right? So I'm scrambling to find enough envelopes. I might have to call Wendy and see if she has some. Let's see. I'm just catching up on comments, guys. Renee said she had a hard time with 6th grade camp. Oh, your oldest chose not to go. Number 2 went and we missed him like crazy. He had a wonderful time. Kayla's decided at the very last minute she wanted to go, so we've been scrambling. Okay, so I've gotten a few emails about the catalog. These labels. So I've put the link in the description, in the Facebook description, and it's in the YouTube description. These are the labels. It has all the holiday paper, the dies, the bundles, the embellishments. You just print it out using Avery template 5167, or you can print it out on just regular paper and cut them apart. I've been getting some questions about this, the labels, so I linked them again. So if you're wanting those and you haven't snagged them yet, it's a free download. Just download it and print it. We are halfway through the month, so don't forget about my ordering special in September. Place a $65 order with me and use this host code, or more, it can be more. Use the host code and I will send you the stamp set for free. Okay? Also, I had some questions over the weekend. I still have my in color special going on. If you want to purchase the in color ink pads, I know several people are holding out, waiting for Purple Posy so that they can get it in the bundle. If you want to go ahead and pick these colors up, if you order the ink pads and the refills, I will send you the Purple Posy ink pad and refill for free when it comes into the shop. It's almost here. We've gotten word that it's coming. They finalized it. They're doing all of the things on the back end, and we should have the ink pad soon. So if you want to double dip this month and you want to get an ink pad for free and the refill and the stamp set, just place a $65 order or more with me using the host code, and those things will I'll send them to you. And then don't forget that we have the buy 3 get 1 free designer paper annual catalog. This is wet because the rain got it wet. The rain started coming through the window. So I just want to remind you guys of that so that you know. Okay. So one last thing before we get started creating. I have a new mini class out, and this is with the Wonderfully Wicked stamp set. So here's the stamp set, and this does come with a bundle so you can get dies with it. So here's the stamp set and then the dies that go with it. And then I have 2 options for this mini class. You can just get the stamp set or you can get the bundle. Okay, so it is a mini class, and what that means is that there's 4 cards. My husband just texted me to take my kid a sweatshirt or a jacket. I'll get right on that. I will after my live, I will. So these are the 4 cards. Hopefully you can see them. So you get 4 cards. They come with envelopes. You get all of the designer paper. There is some exclusive items on here. There are some bats here and some black glimmer paper. And this is from an old punch. I think it's from last year. I love this punch. And then there's some black glitter paper. glimmer paper right here that you will get, and that is exclusive. So the kit comes with, you have the option of just doing the stamp set and the kit, and that will come with a roll of crushed curry ribbon. This is really great ribbon. It's amazing. This is the seam binding ribbon, and my goal is always to provide you guys with things that you can use more than once, because I really hate getting a kit of some kind and then maybe it's very seasonal specific, and then you can't use the product that you have, right? So I purposely chose crushed curry ribbon because this goes really well with all of our Halloween stuff, but it also goes well with the fall stuff this year. And this is great ribbon. You can see we used it on almost every single card, and it ties beautifully. It's beautiful. So you get 10 rolls. Okay, so you get your choices to get the card kit, the envelopes, the exclusive PDF, and the video with the stamp set and the ribbon, or with the stamp set, the die, and the ribbon. Okay, so there's two choices. If you're just getting the card kit, the stamp set, and the ribbon, it's $34.99, same as my last mini class. If you want the dies to go with it, it's $44.99. Okay, so you save a little bit on your tax when you do a mini class with me. Also, when you do a mini class, you can print this out, this card kit to go rewards sheet. You do 8 of them, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You do 8 of my card kits to go, either one. It doesn't matter which, if you get the dies or not the dies, but you just record which one you want to get. After your 8th one, you get the card kit for free. You don't get the product for free. 10 yards. I'm sorry, Martha. I did mean yards. I didn't mean 10 rolls. So you get the card kit, not the product. So if you got my check you out mini class, you would write check you out, and then you would write wonderfully wicked, and then after 8 you'll get the kit itself for free, and then that's always nice. So there's that. So there is a link in the description above if you want this mini class. There are only 10 kits available, and my check you out mini class sold out within 3 days. So all 10 kits were gone within 3 days, and this is only going to be open until either the kits sell out or it'll be open through this week. So until Friday, this will be open, and then I will close it and move on. So I wanted to do something Halloween because I don't do a lot of it, and I didn't do any of it for my stamp club. We focused on fall, and then we're moving right into Christmas, so we have more of an opportunity to focus on Christmas, and I feel like there's never enough time to focus on Christmas projects. So I wanted to get you guys out a mini class. So just one more time really quick, so everybody's clear. If you get the kit with the stamp set and the ribbon, it is $34.99, and you get the whole roll of ribbon, a brand new roll of ribbon. You get the stamp set. You get 4 kits to make these cards, an exclusive PDF, and videos putting it together. If you want the dies to go with it, because it is a bundle, if you want the dies to go with it, it's $44.99, and you'll get the bundle, the ribbon, and then all of the stuff. If you just want the videos and the PDF, it's $24.99. So there's an option for that. So you'll just want to fill out the form, and then I'll get back to you. Okay? So those are the Halloween, the Wonderfully Wicked mini card kit to go. Okay? So I know that was a ton of stuff today that we had to catch up on before we created. I have a whole bunch of stuff here and a bunch of things we're going to create. So today we are, since it's raining and it's chilly and I'm in the mode for feeling like we need winter, we're going to use the Snowman stamp set, and this has a punch. I'm going to show you that, and then let me show you what paper we're going to use. Okay. Oh, my mom jumped on here. Hey, Mom. My brother might be watching too. Is Aaron watching with you, Mom? My brother has surprised my mom and showed up to visit her. He lives in, where does he live? Colorado. So that was fun. A fun surprise for my mom. Makes her heart happy, but he might be watching too. So we're using the Let It Snow designer paper. Now this paper has glitter on it. The little snowmans are glittery. And then these snowmans, you can use the punch on, which is really fun, right? And it has a whole bunch of different designs. I love the colors on here. I don't know what they coordinate with. I'm going to go with Coastal Cabana and Real Red. So the great thing about this paper, I mean, there's lots of great things about this paper, but one of the things that I love is it has all these really fun snowmen and, you know, wintry scenes. And then on the back, it just has these great designs. I love these designs. I mean, they're so fun for winter. I think that I'm going to use this paper for my project life for January. I think I'll get, which this paper will be retired in January, so I'll have to stock up on it. But I think it would be so nice for January for the start of my Project Life album. So that's what we're using, and we're going to make a really simple card. So here's the stamp set. This has really great sentiments, and I'm going to show you doing this card. Oh, everything's getting wet. Hold on, you guys. I really want my window open so I can smell the rain and hear it, but the wind has kicked up, and gosh, it's raining hard. I told my husband, I was like, oh, I don't really think it's going to rain that hard. So like, cause we have a bunch of wood that's uncovered for the winter. And I was like, I think it's probably just going to sprinkle. So it'll be totally fine. And now it's like pouring. I mean, it's like, I'm ecstatic about it, but our wood's getting all wet out there. Okay. So let me show you what I have. I have a Whisper White card base. And so this is just cut at 4 1/4, and then it's folded in half at 5 1/2. Okay. So then the next couple pieces I have is, this is mint macaroon. Now you guys know that I've been using the colored cardstock and putting a white base inside, which you can still do that. I've really been enjoying using the colored cardstock. And then putting a white base in it. Hey, Sandra. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use some of this designer paper. And I mean, either one of these would work for what we're going to do. Maybe I'll do this side and then I'll show you the other side. Let me see. Let me think if that will work. This is from our Stitched Nestled dies. I have been loving this. I used this all in our stamp club this month. I used a lot of these. I featured a lot of them. And I just think they're so versatile. I think they're amazing for your projects. I have 2 sets of these because I use them so much. I want to be able to cut multiple ones at a time, like the same size. And then, of course, for kits, I've used a lot of them. But I think that these are a fantastic purchase, even if you just got the dies. So I'm thinking, originally I'll just use this side. Okay. So what we're going to do is put this piece down with some adhesive. Now, you're going to have to use a little bit more adhesive than probably normal on this paper because it has the glitter. If you are, if you're using, what was I going to say? Oh, if you might have the Tombow extreme adhesive, or you might be using some fast fuse. You might have some of that stocked up. That would be great on this paper just because of the glitter. So we will just attach this. So this, I just took a 1/4 inch off this designer paper. So it's 4 inches by 5 and 5 1/4. Okay. So the next thing I did is I used my stitched dies and I cut this out, and this is of real red cardstock. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach this, and I'm going to turn mine on the side here, and I'm going to attach this on this part, and you'll notice I'm going off the card. Because we're going to cut the top of it off. Okay, so I'm pressing down here on the bottom, but you'll notice I didn't press on the top. Okay, so even though there's adhesive on there, I didn't press on it, okay? And I'm going to grab my scissors. Okay. Okay, so see how I didn't press this? This is a little trick. So now I'm going to take some of this ribbon. This is our white polka dot. I know, right, Daisy? Just don't misplace this, this set of dies. I've done that, right? Okay, so I have some of this polka dot ribbon, and this polka dot ribbon is also really amazing for tying bows and just the way it works. So now, because I didn't press that down, what I'm doing is I'm just sliding this underneath my die, but what it's going to do is it's going to provide you with a little bit of stability to do this. So what I like to try to do is slide this right underneath flat. Just like that. And then now I'm going to press it down. You could pop this piece up if you wanted, and then we can tie this in a bow. And I normally edit all this out so you didn't have to see this part, but it's okay. So just, the great thing about this dotted ribbon is the polka dots kind of act as like a grippy, like it grips the ribbon. And then it does make it kind of hard to shorten the bow after so I usually don't. I try to do it like in one good swoop. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is just trim this part down, and you have your bow. I might sneeze, you guys. Okay, so a little coffee break. Okay, so now we have this piece. And the only thing is that I'm going to stamp after I've put all of this on here, which can be a little bit dangerous because, if you mess up, it could be a problem. But I'm just doing the sentiment. So I love the sentiments in this one. And I want to use Enjoy the Season, because I feel like that's so fitting for the card that we're making. So this is the Birds of a Feather. I always do this. I love, some guy is driving like an idiot down the highway and it's like pouring down rain. He almost caused an accident. I love stamp sets like this, but then I realize, I'm going to have to color. Like I'm going to have to do a bunch of coloring. So that's okay. This is still a cute stamp set, but also the sentiments are cute. So you can use them with other things. So I feel like it's fitting for this card. So I'm just going to use my VersaFine. It's just the black ink pad I prefer to use. It's not sold by Stampin' Up. So then I'm going to put Enjoy the Season, and I'm just putting it right here. And I'm pretty happy with that situation. Okay, so that's literally all the stamping we're going to do. So this is going to be a card that you could totally mass produce if you wanted, and there's not that much stamping. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to grab some of this paper that you can cut out. with your punch. And all you do is line your punch up with your snowman. And I tend to sort of pinch my paper kind of in my punch as I align everything. So if you just pinch it a tiny bit, it will hold things in place while you move things around, and then you can punch it out. Okay, so we have our snowman. The VersaFine is, it's a pigment ink, and it's meant for fine details. Where the Memento, and you can't color with this. So I have to try to remember this. And I think maybe if Chris is still on here, she'll tell me if I'm wrong. Memento is for your blends. So if you want to do any kind of alcohol coloring, you want to use Memento ink. Okay, and this ink is a fade resistant dye ink. So you use the Memento if you're doing alcohol markers, and then you use Stays On if you're doing watercoloring. So anything with water, you're going to use a permanent Stays On ink. This is a permanent ink, so it won't come off your stamps. It's like using a Sharpie, if that makes sense. And then I use VersaFine because it's for fine details. And so instead of using, like, we don't have just a plain black. We used to have a black ink pad that looked like this, and this is what I used. But we don't sell this anymore. There was a problem with the ink or something. I don't really know what the deal was. So to replace that, I got this. I don't love the way it opens. I drop it a lot and it's really messy. But for like this, when I want a really crisp black stamp image, like especially on colored cardstock, I'll use the VersaFine. So, and I just got this, I got it on Amazon. So hopefully that answers your question and makes sense. Let me know. So we punched this out, and we're going to use, of course, some dimensionals. And we'll just use white dimensionals because it will be fine. Just like this. Yeah, I'm almost positive we don't have the black ink pad anymore. There were issues, and I haven't even tuned into it since there were issues and we stopped selling it, because then I just got a VersaFine and I was just like, I'm done. I need a good black ink pad. I'm done. So if we do have I think our options are Memento and Stays On. And Stays On dries out really, really quickly. So, I get tired of re-inking it constantly. That used to be my go-to, but I literally had to re-ink it every single time I used it, and that got annoying. So I just took some basic black cardstock and I punched out the hat. And then Memento, I like Memento ink. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The VersaFine gives you a very crisp image. Okay, so I'm using a dimensional and popping that hat up as well, just like that. And then the very last thing I did is I took this little tiny heart. I love this die so much, it just stays out. It stays out on my desk. It sits up on my inks. This is from the Stitched Label, I believe is what they're called, dies. I love it. So I leave it out because I use it a ton, and I cut this out in Memento ink. And what I'm going to do is use a glue dot because this is glitter. So just like your snail it's not going to cut it. So just take a glue dot And I'm going to stack 2 glue dots on each other to give it a little tiny bit of dimension. And then I'm going to stick that heart right on that snowman. And y'all know what I'm going to do next. We're going to grab a little bit of Wink of Stella. We're going to color that heart in. And then we're also going to color, not color, but put glitter on the hat. And the heart. Okay, and then we'll take this and we'll stick this right on the card base. So it's a very simple card. There's not a lot to it. Oh, man. There's not a ton. Oh, my word. What is my problem? Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, it still ended up off a little bit. I don't want any white showing. Okay, we'll just snip it. And then I cut it crooked. What in the world? What in the world? Okay, that's better. So it's a really simple card. So on this one, it's the same card. I just did Sending Love because I thought that was so cute. So this set has a lot of like Let It Snow and Merry Christmas and To and From, which is great. I love this set. And you'll notice we didn't stamp with it at all. We used the punch, but we could totally use the snowflakes on the envelope. That would be super cute if we got out our memento, or no, not our memento, our mint macaroon is what I meant to say. And these snowflakes are super cute. See how cute that is? So the stamp set, I mean, I love having it. And the other place you could put them is on the flap. Just like so. So super cute, right? Or you could do it in red. So the stamp set is super cute. And I love having it. I've used the Let It Snow. But you can also see that just by doing the punch that it is super cute as well. And super easy to do. Love it. Love it. Okay, and then that's it, guys. That's the card for today. So I will have a PDF for you guys for this. I sure will. And then I'm just waiting just a second, just catching up on comments. I love the way it came out. I love using the little heart on it. And I love the paper. I think that this is great. Really versatile paper. Really a lot of things you can do. You see, I've used a lot of the snowmen. I've cut these snowmen out. These don't match the punch, but I've just cut them out and used them. And I just love all of the designs. The stripes, I really love this. I think it's really, really great. Super, super cute. And then we used this set as well. The Birds of a Feather. I love the sentiments in here. Really cute. So that's it, you guys. That's the card for today. So the rest of the month I will be live, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then starting in October, I'm going to go live 2 times a week. So probably like on Tuesday and then on Friday. I feel like it's a long time before I get to talk to you guys. I love doing these. It's been really fun this month to be able to, it's always fun when I do 3 times a week where we can chat and hang out. And, when I go back to just doing it once a week, I feel like it's like forever before I get to chat with you guys and talk to you guys, before Friday comes. So I think I'm going to do 2 times a week. I think that will be great. So I hope you guys have a great day. Remember, if you want to sign up for the mini class with these cards, please make sure you do right away, because it sells out fast. I've only prepped 10 of these kits. So they're all prepped and ready to go. And the sign up form will have the timeline. So if they sell out fast, I'll ship everything out faster. Otherwise, it'll be open for this week. So I'll be back on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I will probably be back. My live will probably be later in the afternoon or first thing in the morning. It'll be either really, really early or it'll be really much later in the afternoon. So thank you guys. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful Monday, and I'm looking forward to creating with you this week, and I'll talk to you guys later.